Today we'll talk about how to actually enjoy reading and keep a reading habit. If your plan of reading sounds something like this, I want to read X amount of minutes, page, or books within this period of time. As a beginner, I almost guarantee you will probably fail in the plan. And even more, even you insist for the first couple weeks, you will feel almost miserable. The reason why for it is because, in my opinion, there's two type of reading, and one of them is more fitable for beginners. In the two style of reading is named first one called hiking style, second one called surfing style. What is a hiking style reading be like? It is like the plan I mentioned. We should read every single page within the book, and the final goal is remember everything within the book. This style of reading mostly happen in school. You need to read every single thing and understand every single thing. And the peak of this hike is the test. You pass the test, you remember everything. And don't get me wrong, this is a still enjoyable method for lots of people, especially for very experienced readers. But I will explain the differences in the later on chapters. Back to the hiking style reading. If you already start enjoy this style of learning in school, it's quite easy for you to keep a reading habit. But the reason why you click into these videos already is because school system fail you. They make you feel almost resist to learn anything new or even to read. But because you want to improve your life, you want to unaff your life, that's why you try to read and you try to learn a new method. Imagine hiking style reading is almost going to a shopping mall. Shopping should be an excited, fun experience, but it requests you to go from the first store to the second store to the third store. Every time you enter a store, you need to start with the first item, second item, third item. Not only that, you have to hear the salesman give you the sales pitch for 30 minutes on each item. You can imagine it's pretty uncomfortable. But the second type of reading style, called surfing style reading, this is when we actually go to shop and there is a shiny object. Let me go check it out. Oh, this is boring. Let me move to another one, right? It could be cross reading. You have 6 books. You have one in the bathroom, you have one in the bedroom, 3 in the living room, and 1 in the car. You just read different book when you find yourself bored. Or even more, you jump between chapters. You open a book, you look the title. You say, chapter 6 looks fun. Let me read chapter 6. Oh, we need 2 pages. I'm not interested. Let me just abandon it. The people who most pushing this idea of surfing style reading is actually one of the writer named William Malm. In his reading note, he mentioned that this is the best way of reading. He don't even do this with nonfiction. He even do this with fictions. Sometimes he skip 3 chapters and realize there's 5 people that he don't even know where they are from. But he still mentioned this is the most fun part of reading. You are like a hunter looking for a prey. I understand you have a concern that I open chapter 6, look at 2 pages, I'm not interested, and just jump a book. What if I'm missing out something important or can potentially make me interested in this book? The answer is quite simple when we put the thing, all of the context of book, all of this secret way of improve self. Imagine you go on a date. The first 10 minutes, this guy doing something very offensive and almost harassing to you. What, you still decide to stay there just in case you don't miss out a good man? That sounds like a psychopathical in my opinion. But why would you do the same thing with your reading experience? Because in my opinion, you need to respect yourself on the date and reading. When you do enough surfing style, fun-oriented reading, you eventually will find something that you think worth of hiking. Just like lots of people don't like shop, especially go with other people. They're interested in this store. They sell makeups and skincare. But when it comes to something that they really enjoy, they sometimes study about the product for 3 to 4 hours. It is not that they hated shopping behavior itself, It's just they're not doing the right type of shopping at their interests. Plus, even then, some people may never get into hiking style, academic style of reading. I think it's still a net positive than negative. There's plenty of studies show, for example, internet or even short platform videos make general public knowledge pool is much closer to PhD than before. The reason why we can have a conversation about, let's say, testosterone, about dopamine, about health, about space, about Mars, is because we have a more and more information passively learned through this kind of surfing style of internet. So what makes you think the surfing style of reading will not be even more beneficial and reach your goal and pull you out of a slump of life? And whatever I just mentioned is only the superficial, the different type of reading, the hiking style or surfing style. But the key differences or the key determinator to enjoy reading is actually this. People hated reading when you make yourself become a tool to fulfill a goal, to fulfill the book, that make book more holy, that you need to respect it. Book and the goal is in the center. You are the tool to achieve it. But in order for you to enjoy reading this process, you need to be in the center. The book, the goal, the schedule need to serve you. If they doesn't serve you, if you're reading this book, you're reading this paragraph, you're reading this chapter, doesn't bring you energy, you should just switch because they should fulfill you. This is what philosopher Kant means. Human being should be the end in themselves. Instead, a tool to fulfill some other goals, to make the book more holy, because this is a holy book. This is an academic book, so I need to respect it. No, they all need to serve you in order for you to enjoy life. In the end, I want to mention one of the biggest pitfall, which I saw lots of people, even online, is promoting this kind of monk mode. Like they treat reading as a suffrage experience that make you feel noble. Oh, look how much I have suffered through. I made it. But it doesn't necessarily to go that route. It could be an easy and enjoyable experience that enrich your life. That the quantity of page, the quantity of minutes, the quantity of number of book don't determine who you are, but the quality of reading determine who you are. After this video, I hope you understand the nuances and how to actually enjoy reading. And I hope you have a great reading journey. My name is Paul. I will see you next time.